Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Good afternoon and welcome to Convocation. Please be seated. My name is Dr. Wanda Costin, and I have the distinct honor and privilege of serving as the Provost and Vice President Academic here at Dalhousie University. At this time, I'd like to invite Elder Thomas Christmas and Elder Ann Labilois to deliver the Mi'kmaq welcome.
Gwe, Chilida. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Mi'kmaq, home of the Unu. I have the honor of welcoming each and every one of you to this convocation. And I hope everybody has a good time, a great time here. And I have the honor of saying a prayer in Mi'kmaq for you and for the graduates. And I have a couple of things to say before I do, and that's I welcome each and every one of you to Mi'kmaq, where we are, as somebody will say, we are all treaty people. We all should treat each other with respect and friendship. Now, if I can ask you to stand, we can say a prayer for the graduates, you, and the Oilers. Yeah, as he said, in particular. Akiso kadawe abon mo squid new na bejidajo. Tamujile gon amuxnuga gon ahogato. Yero casco. Creator, I thank you for this beautiful day. I thank you for watching over the people that have come here and watching over the graduates, because they haven't been that good last 4 years. I see nobody agrees with me. Yeah. And I asked the Creator to watch over you while you were here in Mi'kmaq, the beautiful land of the Unu. And I asked the Creator for you to be safe when you're driving to Costco. Oh, by the way, I'm not paid by Costco for this message. But I welcome each and every one of you. And before I go, I got one last thing to say to you. Go, Oilers, go. And here's Elder Ann Labilois. Well, thank you.
Well, Island Tom. Tom speaks for me from the heart because I do not speak the language. So I'm very honored and touched when he speaks, and I hear that, and it just makes everything just so right. I have to say congratulations. First thing I want to say is congratulations to the students. Congratulations. Like, wow. Really good. I hear we have some incredible singers here, and I wish I could sing you a song right now, but I'm going to let it be. And congratulations to the family who got you here. It's like, wow, good job. Good job. And an elder had told me many years ago to always look at the forest. So I talk about the forest a lot as the ancestors. When they used to sit on the land, they not only sat on it, they sat with it. And back then, they were able to listen in a different way than what we listen now. Oh my goodness. Abasi, you can sit down. Thank you. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. Oh, you know, you were standing just like the trees, and that's amazing. It's like, wow, okay. So back to my story about the trees. And the elder had told me that the trees and the grass and the flowers, that they all do what they're supposed to do, no matter what happens to them. We come along and we cut them, and they get burnt and they get flooded, and all kind of things happen to them. But they still produce the most beautiful thing they're supposed to do. And for her to tell me that, she said, that's what we need to learn how to do as human beings as we live upon the earth, because everything in the earth was placed here for us. We are part of the trees. We are water. We are the animals that live upon the earth. We're the grass. We're the minerals. All of that is needed so that we can exist here. And that's what she had told me many, many, many years ago, that I had to learn how to do that and how to stay connected, because we don't see the roots underneath the ground, but they are connected all over the world. And they help each other. They sustain each other. They've been sustaining each other for billions of years so that we can come along and exist. And our physical being is such an incredible creation that it heals itself constantly so that we can walk, talk, and do the things we need to do. But we need to take that moment to help it to be in the best moment possible so that it can heal itself, just like the trees do, and do exactly what it's supposed to do. So with that, she had taught me also about our breath that we don't breathe on our own. It's always there. We don't even have to think about it. But to understand that everything we do in this world makes an impact on everything, the future. It makes such an impact. And that's where we need to be clear in our thoughts and our wellness, to be well, so that we can see, excuse me, so that we can see clearly what we're going to be doing. I know the elders years ago, they didn't really change the environment. They changed themselves so that they could hear better, they could see the way things actually were, the true diversity and harmony and how it all worked together. So whatever you do, which I know is going to be very well, because you're here today, and that is so special. You were given this breath to be part of this creation. So thank you, Walaliyok, and congratulations for that. So my big moment is for you to meet your sacred breath, because we don't think we have enough time, but we do. There's a time for everything. And this moment is going to be you feeling your breath as when we were newborn babies, taking that breath of life. And when we're in that moment, it helps our mind to clear and helps everything to work exactly the way it's supposed to do. Because in this world today, we get so distracted and we're so busy. And we need to be able to take care of ourselves, because if we don't, who's going to do it? So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, that's perfectly fine. You can just gaze down to the floor or wherever you are. But I'm going to ask you to meet your breath when you take that breath in through your nostrils, and you're going to release it through your nostrils. And just be where you are. So let's try that. This breath in, and this breath out. This breath in, feel it go in cool. And when you release it, feel the warmth as it goes out. This breath in, I am well, I am whole. This breath out, thank you. And release your shoulders at the same time. Allow your muscles to relax. This breath in, let all the anxiety and excitement go, and what's going to come, and this breath out. And release your shoulders again. One more time, this breath in. Feel it as it goes in, and this breath out. And now just sit and be the best you can be in this moment. And find your own rhythm of breathing. Feel your breath, release it, and then relax your shoulders. For with every breath that you take, that breath goes right through you, through every cell in your being, and down into Mother Earth, and touches the roots of creation. And it goes right up into the universe. And it touches the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets. And back it comes through the sacred air. It touches the ones that fly and crawl, the trees, the plants, the moss, the grasses, the waters, the animals that live in the waters, and all that lives upon the earth, and the minerals, as we call them, grandfathers. Without any of that, we would not be able to be. So with every breath you take, it all breathes with you. O great Spirit, whose voice I hear in the wind, whose breath gives life to all, hear me, for I am young, small, and weak. I need your strength and help so much. Take my hands and help me to respect the beautiful things you have created, including myself. Take my feet and guide me. Guide me so that I can find that way of life, that path that has wellness, courage, strength, humility, wisdom, joy, love, abundance, forgiveness, compassion, acceptance, and honesty and truth. Most of all, peace. Help me not to be superior over my brothers and sisters, but to conquer the greatest enemy, myself. And help me to learn the lessons you have placed in every leaf and rock, so that I can learn these teachings and bring them back to the people. So that when my eyes fade like the setting sun, my spirit can come to you without shame. Tahoe, this breath in, and this breath out. So much to be grateful for. And release your shoulders. As you sit in vulnerability, you're very powerful, you're very strong, you're very whole. You are grounded with every breath you take. So now you can open your eyes slowly and bring yourself back to the moment in your seat. And when you do open your eyes, you will feel that sensation. And that's a sensation that you've taken a moment to be in the best possible moment you can be by honoring yourself and everything that was given to you. And of course, I love to say the best place to practice this breathing and to be the calm in the storm is at Costco. It actually works. So congratulations to everyone, and let's celebrate and sing and dance in Sinogama.
Thank you, Elder Christmas and Elder Labilawa. Dalhousie University is located in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Lenape. We are all treaty people. There are three key components to this statement. The first is the acknowledgement the land Dalhousie sits on is part of Mi'kma'ki, the territory of the Lenape. The second is the acknowledgement of the territory as both ancestral and unceded, recognizing that the peace and friendship treaties signed between the British Crown and the Mi'kmaq did not involve surrender of land. Finally, the phrase, "we are all treaty people," reminds us that these treaties apply to all of us, indigenous and settlers alike. At Dalhousie, we continue to work and build upon these critically important relationships and friendships and remain committed to the recommendations of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report. We also recognize African Nova Scotians as distinct people whose histories, legacies, and contributions have enriched that part of Mi'kma'ki known as Nova Scotia for more than 400 years. We are deeply grateful to the Indigenous and African Nova Scotian faculty, staff, students, administrators, and elders who help guide our efforts, from pathways programs and admissions to curriculum and community partnerships. While we recognize there is still much more to do, we remain committed to a future grounded in equity and inclusive excellence. Today is a day of celebration, is a day of endings, and a day of new beginnings. We invite you during the ceremony to celebrate with joy and enthusiasm equal to that experience. I'd like to now introduce the stage party. If you could please stand or raise a hand so that we can acknowledge you, I would appreciate it. Elder Thomas Christmas. Elder Ann Labilawa. Dr. Rustam Southwell, Chancellor. Dr. Kim Brooks, President and Vice Chancellor. Dr. Louise Spiteri, Chair of Senate. Dr. Mike Smith, Dean, Faculty of Management. Dr. Marty Leonard, Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies. Huwaida Madani, Manager, Employment Equity, People and Culture, recipient of the Inclusion, Diversity, Decolonization, Equity, and Accessibility Outstanding Achievement DPMG Award, and University Beetle for this ceremony. Allison Brown, Lecturer, Department of Information Science, and our Convocation speaker. Michael Vandenberg, Dean of Libraries. We also have amongst us today faculty and staff who were instrumental in the success of our graduates. I would like to invite faculty and staff, whether they are on the stage or in the audience, to please stand so that we may recognize you. Please be seated. We do have a few housekeeping logistics. We don't anticipate any emergencies, but in the event of emergency, both of these aisles lead to the back. Those green signs are exit signs. And I'd like to make a note that it gets a lot loud in here. Hopefully it will be very loud shortly, recognizing the graduates. But there's quiet space if you would like it, one floor up in room 401. Please make use of it at any time during the ceremony. It is now my pleasure to introduce the President and Vice Chancellor of Dalhousie University, Dr. Kim Brooks, to make opening remarks.
All right. Convocation's funny, you know what I mean? Like, it's got there's a appropriate level of formality, and we got to balance it out with a appropriate level of fun. So I'm going to try to lean into the latter. There's a participatory part, just as a heads up. So let's talk about Stan Rogers and the song Barrett's Privateers. Just so I can get a lay of the land, how many people know this song? Okay, actually, this is looking good for me. But let's get everyone on the same page. The song is styled as a tragic ballad from the late 18th century. It tells the story of a young man lured into privateering by promises of gold and glory, only to face disaster aboard an ill-fated ship. It's got a powerful chorus, stay tuned, and vivid storytelling. The song captures themes of ambition, misjudged leadership, and bitter regret, all set against the backdrop of Nova Scotia's maritime heritage. And if you don't know this song, then you must go away and listen to it after the ceremony today, because I suspect our singing is not going to help you. And you need to learn the lyrics, and then you need to sing them out loud somewhere in this province while you're here. Let me say one more thing, which is really just a parenthesis, which is when I was in grade 1, I joined the school choir, and Mrs. Follis, who was the music teacher, heard me singing and instructed me to stand in the back row and mouth the words. Which sounds harsh. The graduates here aren't even used to feedback that direct. Most people don't think it's a good idea to step on the dreams of a grade 1 child, but you'll see shortly that Mrs. Follis was right. And she spared me a life of wondering whether I could have been a rock star, and for that, I'm very grateful. A little direct feedback can be painful, but ultimately quite helpful. Let's get back to Stan Rogers. Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Just warming up the people on the stage, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to remind you of the words of the chorus. I can't sing them exactly right because my grandmother would not excuse a little cursing, any cursing, even this cursing. So I'm going to tailor the song slightly, but if you sing it the way it was written and that makes your heart sing, you go for it in your own way. I'm going to read the lyrics out the first time so that you know what I'm talking about, and then we're going to sing it. Mrs. Follis, super sorry. Gosh darn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, last of Barrett's privateers, okay? Here we go. Gosh darn them all, I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, last of Barrett's privateers. Woo! Stan Rogers wrote that sea shanty in 1976, and it sounds like it's 200 years old. It feels like it comes straight from the salt and timber of Nova Scotia, and even now in this convocation moment, it connects us to a spirit that is local, enduring, and resonant. We're gathered to celebrate your graduation from Dalhousie's Faculty of Management, but I could just as easily say we're gathered to recognize a new crew ready to take to sea. Management, after all, is not a job, it's a voyage, sometimes charted, sometimes stormy, and always shared. Stan Rogers understood something profound about ambition, risk, and consequence. His song isn't a rollicking tale of a doomed mission. It's a lesson in expectations and ethics, leadership, and loss. It's about what happens when people are promised one thing and delivered another. The narrator of the song is told he's going to cruise the seas for American gold, but fire no guns and shed no tears. But here he is, a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. When purpose falters, execution fails, the crew isn't ready, the systems aren't sound, the costs are paid by those who can least afford it. You graduates have studied how to avoid that fate. You've been trained to think critically across systems, to connect finance and information, government function and private entrepreneurship, governance and innovation. You know that leadership means not just vision, but follow through, that systems need integrity, that metrics matter, and so do people. You come from programs that span business, public administration, library and information studies, and beyond. The breadth of your studies is not incidental, it is our strength. Because the world you are entering doesn't need more silos. It needs translators, bridge builders, collaborators, people who can look at a problem and see across it. Barrett's crew got it wrong. They signed up for gold and glory. They got disaster. But we remember the story because Stan Rogers sang it with empathy. He didn't just tell us what happened, he made it real to us. And that too is what I hope you have learned with your time at Dalhousie, the capacity to connect. Here's what else Stan teaches us: place matters. He wrote songs that made you feel the Atlantic wind on your face, that called upon the dignity of working lives, that rooted experience in geography and community. He sang songs of sailors and farmers, steelworkers and fishers, and in doing so, he reminded us that no one is too small for story, no effort too humble for song. You graduate into a world that needs rigor and imagination, that needs better business models and better narratives, that needs leaders who remember that every spreadsheet traces back to a human being. You have what it will take. You know how to evaluate ideas, not just chase them. You know how to bring people together and make something real. You understand that management is not about control, but stewardship. And I hope you know, too, that it is okay to feel uncertain, that leadership isn't a perfect chart. It's more like coastal navigation with tides, fog, and all. Stan Rogers died too young, just 33, but he was an Ontario boy who left behind an entire canon of music that continues to shape how we think about this region and about ourselves. He believed that songs could carry wisdom across generations and that art could be a form of leadership, that we are all responsible for telling the stories that guide us. So here's my invitation to you. Be the ones who get it right at least most of the time. Some of the time, not never. Who don't overpromise, who build with integrity, who value the crew, and who never lose sight of the shore you set out from. Class of 2025, May your voyages be bold, your leadership kind, and your song always strong enough to carry. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Brooks. I'm going to go slightly off script, but this is a special convocation for me because this is my faculty. And information, folks, they're my peeps over there, so yay! Thank you. Look forward to seeing you across the stage. So we're going to start the conferring of degrees. So I'd ask the graduates to please stand. Chancellor Southwell, as Chair of the Senate of Dalhousie University, I ask you to confer degrees upon those candidates whose names have been approved by Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit to their respective degrees and diplomas with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto those candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of that degree and whose names have been approved by Senate. Admito vos ad gradum. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated.
Graduates, this is the moment we've all been waiting for, so get ready. As you come across the stage, whether it's your first time or your second time, please take the time to recognize just how important this accomplishment is. It is a great moment. As you come across on this side, you will be greeted by your dean, who will give you an alumni pin and welcome you into the Dalhousie alumni community. Family and friends, please feel free to come. This will be the best place to take the pictures, so feel free to come down and take pictures with your graduates. I now ask Dean Dr. Mike Smith, Faculty of Management, Dr. Marty Leonard, Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies, and Ella McDonald, an orator and alum from the Fountain School of Performing Arts, to present the candidates who are here today receiving their degrees.
Chancellor Southwell, I am honored to present the following candidates on behalf of the Faculty of Management who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Management. Jack Paul Atkinson. Lauren Elizabeth Atwell. Emily Lynn Bottoms Bain. Corey Ryan Barnes, with distinction. Sydney Jean Joyce Booker, with distinction. Caroline Ann Hongsheng Covert, with distinction. Charlie Michelle Davies, with distinction. Josh Jeffrey DeYoung. Elias John Eldridge, with distinction. Yaren Ekmen. Jacob Michael Gibson. Braden Isaiah Gray. Isabel Margaret Marlene Green, with distinction. Wyatt Bruce Ground, with distinction. Mohammed Hamadiniel. Juhi Han. Jeremy Evan Higgins Brake, with distinction. Jessica Howe, joined on stage by Oliver and Ruby. Graduating with distinction and the University Medal in Management. Rio Huynh, with distinction. Genuine Chung. Pierce Douglas Johnson, with distinction. Katrine Callista Jones. Vuchko Karlovich. Ann Bailey Kirk. Emily Grace Lane. Hunter Lagarde White. Jehao Lu. James Douglas Lustig. Lauren Brittany Mosier, with distinction. Stephanie Montilla Sanchez. Ginyu G. Ngala. Miguel Nkeng. Liam Author John Payton. Sevi Ran, with distinction. Daniel Robitaille, with distinction. Matthew William Rostek. Ryan Potter Rusaw, with distinction. Giovanna Grace Samuel. Noor Shot. Alexander Matthew Stapleton. Nicholas Visaconti Brandau, with distinction. Mara Williams, with distinction. Vivian Claire Worthington Wilmer. Weishi Zhang. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Bachelor of Management. Chancellor Southwell, I am now honored to present the following candidates on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Master of Business Administration. Alex Atia. Afolami Awokulane, joined on stage by Modesere and Modesayo. Karen Babcock. Harminder Baines. Jonathan Barth. Jessica Basta. Olamipo Modupe Bello. Jacob Macaulay Benoit. Peter James Matthew Burgess. Matthew James Boutillier McFarlane. Natasha Julia Brooke Breward. Charlotte Hope Burke. Nathan Alexander Charlton. Ziyi Chen. Lauren Clark. Noralyn Mediana Corpus Langen. Kristen Jasmine Dean. Emma Violet Dingwell. Nikki Falavina. William Thomas Ford. Sigay Gabriel Hannes. Rajat Goyal for Arvinder Goyal. Abed bin Hussein. Anne Claire Howard. Hunter. Jadeep Singh. Christopher Joseph Michael Jansen. Rajveer Singh Kaith. Dana Grace Kellyanek. Matthew Alexander Kratz. Terry Lynn Langdon. Brian Thomas Ledgerwood. Robin Craig Lesh. Henry Stephen Lockyer. Erin Marie McNeil. Stacy McBurney, joined on stage by Jamie and Jackie. Trinity Amelia McIntyre. Martin James McKend, joined on stage by Casey and Kaya. Colton David Marr. Justin William Melvin. Rovan Keith Menzes. Jenna Norma Miller. Madison Logan Mills. Rowan Allen Paul Minocha McKenney. Amr Sami Mohammed Abdallah. Robert Ian Morrison Wright. Lucy Lou Newman. Janet Musiro Nirayu. Cordelia Odami. Marshall Milne Plandowski. Sophie Wheeler Rowe. Farha Sardar. Varvara Satanina. Sasha Sears. Darpan Chiragbai Shah. Grant Carmichael Shapka. Sanket Rajendra Shinde. Nicole Stephanie Soli. Mackenzie Locke Taylor. Marcia Selena Toomey. Laura Virginia Trevelin. Roshin Ann Udayakumar. Mark Walkner. Michelle Lee Wiggins. Shannon Wilding. David Lawrence Williams. Shiji Xiao. Ilinda Yuono. Leslie Ann Zwicker. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Master of Business Administration. Chancellor Southwell, I am now honored to present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Master of Information. Shannon Marie Bateman. Kristen Janice Belanger. Emily Jane Benson. Cassandra Jane Burbine. Cassie Amber Janet Campbell. Alexa Caldwell. Drew Page Fitzgerald. Benjamin Fraser Forsyth. Kathleen Priest Gaffney. Jenna Kathleen Green. Emma Hakkovach. Kima Ray Hazelwood. Timothy Curtis Howitt. Megan Maureen Caroline Krempa. Lori Ann Mumberket. Sumner Donald Lee Murray. Taryn Kelly Caldwell Neufeld. Braxton Tukala Ramana. Brenna Margaret Thibodeau. Tochukwa, thank God, Okwizi. Samantha Van Norden. Emma Isabel Vibert. Juliana Zucala. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Master of Information. Chancellor Southwell, I am now honored to present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Master of Information Management. Anthony Caldwell. Islamiyat Temitope Salahuddin. Adeni Talabi. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Master of Information Management. Chancellor Southwell, I am now honored to present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Master of Library and Information Studies. Claire Yu-Chang Chung, joined on stage by Grace Ha. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Master of Library and Information Studies. I am now honored to present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Master of Public Administration. David William Abernethy. Jonathan Isaac Bertram. Alec David Brooks. Jia Chen. Vivian Chuk-E Chow, joined on stage by Emerson and Anderson. Benjamin George Wilfred Derible. Chloe Rosemary Fine. Kenisha Kellyanne Gordon, joined on stage by Case. Maxwell Eric French. Ivan Karim Wabo. Jesse Christopher Lewis. Sean Lowe. Bria Dawn McDermott. Caroline Marion Irene Mahoney. Bridget Lily Manderville. Deanna Manalakis. Lori Ann Mombercat. Peyton James Nickel. Chen Shao. Mohammed Ibrahim bin Tariq. Adam Tobrek. Chloe Marie Westlake. Christine Ann Wilson. Chi-Wan Wu. Warwick Young. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Master of Public Administration. And last but not least, Chancellor Southwell, I am now honored to present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Master of Science. Maria Angelina Adams. Sophia Margaret Grace Capozzi Davis. Branto Kumar Curry. Nicole Golart Natali. Daria Parmaxis. Rubina Parveen. Tiana Peart Mollison. Sanaz Sadeghi. Ariba Saeed. Doukan Toktas. Neil Yin. Jiamiao Zhang. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Master of Science.
Please join me one more time in congratulating our graduates. And graduates, as you know, you did not get here alone, so I invite you to stand and congratulate your family, friends, and faculty and staff in their support. You may be seated. I now invite Dean Smith to introduce our convocation speaker.
Thank you, graduates, for that show of appreciation. Before I formally begin, I just want to let all of our graduates know how deeply and sincerely throughout your time here you've amazed me. Congratulations to you, whether you're studying full-time while holding on a job and raising a family, or tackling your first master's degree, whatever it is that you did here. Every time I hear a story, it blows me away. So huge congratulations to you. It's my role to introduce our convocation speaker. I have to admit I was a little bit short on time, and so I had ChatGPT prepare my opening remarks. I'm sorry to cheap out on you, Allison. Allison Brown is a Grammy-winning banjo virtuoso. Oh, doesn't seem right. A British historian specializing in Renaissance Italy. Doesn't sound like you. Aussie rules footballer in Melbourne? No. Even this one looks made up to me. Once hitchhiked from Tanzania to South Africa with a group of 3 friends. Oh, that one's real. I can't even tell. I guess there's still a place in the world for us lowly humans. Allison is a lecturer and a doctoral student in the Department of Information Science. That part is absolutely true. We'll go from memory. She walked this stage not that long ago with an MLIS of her own. Her research looked at shared reading of incarcerated mothers and their children, and how that formed strong familial affiliations. And as she works on her doctoral work, it is all about how the shared experience of reading the written word together builds relationships, helps improve social inclusion. It's things that are irrevocably human. And it's my great delight that she's here. She's here because earlier this year she was awarded the Management Teaching Excellence Award, recognizing her creative, engaging, thoughtful, and caring teaching. Hidden in the fine print of that award was that we'd ask her to address convocation. As it is my custom, I do want you to hear about Allison from her students in their own words. Her enthusiasm, empathy, and expertise in this course helped make me feel enthusiastic in class and for the subject matter. Another one, Allison is just the best. She is so compassionate, considerate, brilliant, eloquent, and just overall inspiring. And my last one isn't a quote, it's just my favorite thing I read from the student who has taken every one of her courses despite, and here I quote, not being especially interested in the subject matter. It's a strong teacher who can keep that kind of interest. And with that bar set very high, Allison, it's my great pleasure to invite you to deliver the Spring 25 Convocation address.
Thank you, Mike. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Elder Laviwa, Elder Christmas, Chancellor Southwell, President Brooks, Provost Costin, Chair Senate Secretary Dean Smith, members of the academic procession, colleagues, both faculty and staff, honored guests, proud and excited families and friends, and most especially, good afternoon, graduating students. Look at you. Gorgeous, exhausted, and brilliant. Congratulations. Now, I begin with a confession. I have a deep, unshakable love for something deceptively small, picture books. They seem simple. Short sentences, bold illustrations, talking animals, entire worlds that can fit into 32 pages. But don't be fooled. Picture books contain the architecture of everything we need to know. How to wonder, how to listen, how to share space, how to say, I don't know, and turn the page. Right now, in this cracked and tender world, I think that's what we need most. There's a moment in every picture book where the child reaches out to turn the page. It seems like such a simple gesture. Tiny little fingers, a flutter of paper. But when you think about it, it's quite profound. Every page turn is a risk. You don't know what's coming. Maybe a monster is on the next page. Maybe the lights go out. Maybe something precious is lost. And maybe there's a good surprise. A new friend, a pickle-shaped car, a dragon skipping rope. Turning the page means leaving something behind, even if you loved it. It means trusting that the story isn't over, that there's more to come, that change is not just possible, it's necessary. Graduating today, it's one of those page turns. And you are stepping into a story of profound sorrow. Rising fascism, climate collapse, genocide, mental health crises, racial violence, housing injustice, deepening inequality. The list is long and it is real. But that's not the whole story. There is also staggering beauty. There is resistance. There's music, including the music of Stan Rogers. There is ice cream. There is love, stubborn, messy, radiant love. There are lily of the valley blooming right now. When we were little, my mom used to scotch tape a stem of lily of the valley to our noses so we could dwell for a while in that magnificent fragrance. The work ahead of you will ask you to turn many pages, personally, politically, professionally, to let go of what you thought you knew, to face discomfort, to be more curious than certain. But the best stories are like that. They stretch us, they interrupt us, they show us how to name what is true and imagine what is possible. You may have noticed, some people are trying to ban picture books. They're scared. Not of books, really, but of what books reveal. That families look different, that history is complicated, that queer kids exist, that Indigenous and Black and brown children have names and experiences that deserve to be spoken with respect and joy. Banning books is about fear, fear of truth, fear of change, fear of seeing each other more clearly. Pay attention to who is left out of the frame, who is silenced, who is flattened. The page does not belong only to the narrator. The best picture books show you this. The background holds truth. So read bravely and live even braver. Stand with those who are being erased. Show up for the ones whose pages are being torn out. In a picture book, An acorn can dream. A mouse can sail across the seas. A child can speak to the moon and be heard. None of that is logical. None of it is efficient. And all of it is revolutionary. Wonder is not naive. Wonder is resistance. Refusal to let the imagination be colonized by despair. Refusal to let cynicism be confused with wisdom. You will be told, subtly or directly, that wonder is childish, that it's a luxury, that it has no place in boardrooms or policy memos or protest chants or research labs. But here's the not-so-secret secret. Every moment for justice began with someone wondering, imagining something better, a world without prisons, a planet that can still breathe, a classroom where every child sees themselves in the story. And it's not just about dreaming big. Wonder also shows up in the smallest acts, sitting in awe of a tree that's been here so much longer than you, questioning a rule that was made before you were born and never made sense, taping a stem of lily of the valley to your nose. So cultivate wonder like it's a practice. Read books that make no sense. Talk to children and elders like their questions are sacred. Be bewildered, often and out loud. And when someone tells you that's unrealistic, smile and say, so is flight. Now I know, I am supposed to say, you have worked hard. You have overcome challenges. You have achieved something worth celebrating, and you have. But you are not the hero. You are not the chosen one in some grand narrative where the world waits to be saved by your brilliance. You are a character in a much larger story, and the story does not revolve around you. I have to keep remembering that one too. It unfolds through you, with you, beside you, often in spite of you, and that is a profound gift. The myth of the lone hero is one of the most seductive lies we've been told. It shows up in movies, in politics, in startup culture. It whispers, be exceptional, be irreplaceable, be the one who fixes everything. And it's nonsense. It isolates us. It pits us against each other. It hides the labor, the lineage, the care, the collaboration that makes any life possible. Picture books know better. In the best stories, the protagonist is not alone. There's a wise grandmother, a mischievous friend, a sibling who saves the day, a community that holds each other when things fall apart. And yeah, even the animals talk because no one makes it alone. So let me offer a different invitation. Don't be the hero. Be the one who passes the pen. Be the one who holds the flashlight so someone else can see. Be the one who makes room at the table and pulls up more chairs. Show up for the team, the neighbor, the tree, the stranger. Let your success be measured not in titles or trophies, but in how many people felt more heard and more held because they crossed paths with you. The next chapter of our collective story hasn't been written yet. You know that. And while you don't get to choose all the characters and you don't get to set the whole stage, you do get to hold the pen or the crayon or the paintbrush or the stylus. You get to draw. So I ask you, what will you draw? Will you sketch systems that repair instead of punish? Will you doodle joy into the margins of bureaucracies? Will you shade in solidarity between people who have been taught to fear each other? Will you draw slower roads, deeper roots, cleaner air, kinder cities? It's tempting, especially when the world feels so heavy, to believe that your contribution is too small to matter, that someone else will draw the future, someone with more influence, more charisma, more certainty. But every picture book starts with a single line, and every revolution starts with a question, and every healing begins with someone saying, this is not enough. And maybe what you draw won't be grand, maybe it won't be visible, maybe it won't be finished in your lifetime. Maybe your drawing will have stick figures, mine will. But that is not failure. That is fidelity. Fidelity to the belief that even small lines become the outlines of a better world. So don't aim for perfection, aim for participation. Don't just critique the old stories, co-author new ones, ones where empathy is not weakness, where rest is not laziness, where justice is not optional, where the most valuable currency is care. And if you're afraid, that's okay, so am I. Pick up the pen anyway. Draw imperfectly, draw in collaboration, in community, in conversation. And when the world feels too heavy, remember, picture books are light enough to carry. They fit in backpacks. They pass between generations. They survive bans. They keep showing up, whispering, turn the page. Class of 2025, go be the kind of people children would trust to read them a story. Go be pages of light. Go be brave enough to see the whole picture and tender enough to help redraw it. Thank you. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Allison. Very clear to see how you earned that award. Thank you. Graduates, today you were led into the ceremony and will be led out by our beadle, carrying the New Dawn staff of place and belonging. This staff is more than a ceremonial symbol. It embodies Dalhousie's diverse and inclusive community. Crafted with materials, textures, and symbols, reflecting the richness and diversity of individuals just like you, graduates who have shaped our campus and who now join a global network of over 160,000 alumni. The official business of Convocation is concluded. I invite you to please remain seated as the stage party exits. Thank you and congratulations.
Give me the manage, don't tell no thing. Nigga much good, my we done it. Give me the manage, don't what a big soul thing. Nigga much good. Abahon madul tinne, abahon madul tinne, dan gisuk eliga haluk sigu ulau si amo we aheu we yo we ha ya ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya we yo he Give me the manage, Don Delio no day. Nigga much good, Maui done it. Give me dead and dead. Don what a big soul day. Nigga much good, Abahon Madutinage. Abahon Madutinage. Dan gisuk teligaluk sigo. Ulau sit amo. Wea heo. Weo we ha yo yo weo he yo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya weo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya heo. Weo we ha ya ya. Weo he yo he ha ya. Weo 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 he ha ya heo. Get me dead and dead. Don Delio no day. Nigga much good, Maui done it. Get me dead and dead. Don Weatherbeck so deep. Nigga much good, Abahon Madutinage. Abahon Madutinage. Don Gisok Eligaluk Sigo. Ulau sit amo. Wea heo. Weo we ha ya ya. Weo he yo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya ya. Weo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya ya. Weo he ha ya heo. Weo we ha ya ya. Weo he yo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya ya. Weo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya ya. Weo he ha ya heo. Get me dead in my net. Don Delio no day. Nigga much stood Maui done it. Get me dead in my net. Don Weatherbeck so deep. Nigga much stood Abahon Madutinage. Abahon Madutinage. Dan gisuk teligaluk sigo. Ulau sit amo. Wea heo. Weo we ha ya ya. Weo he yo he ha ya. Weo he ha ya ya. Weo he ha ya. Weo he ha